Hi, today's post we're going to talk about etiquette, and I'm going to give you the 5 tips for video conferencing etiquette that we recommend. So the first thing is to make sure you're prepared. We mean that you need to be practiced. If you're doing a sales presentation or any other kind of presentation, you want to make sure that you are comfortable with the tools within the conference room prior to your meeting. So we recommend that you practice. Invite a friend in, or even just practice on your own. But get comfortable with the tools, whether it's the whiteboard or being able to present your PowerPoint presentation. Do all of that in advance and make sure that you are prepared. The second thing to do is actually prepare files for your meeting. And by that I mean if there's anything that you have that your client will need to download, whether it is a contract or a sales agreement or maybe it's a patient file, any of that documentation that you want your client or patient to be able to have during the meeting, you want to make sure you've uploaded those files into the document center and have them ready there for your guests to download. The third thing to do is make sure you're ready, that you're presentable, that you are professional, that you are dressed well for your meeting. That first impression, even if this isn't the first time your client has met with you, you still have an opportunity to come across with that first impression when they see you in the conference room. Tip number 4, make sure you're on time. Starting a meeting late is always a bit unprofessional, so we want to make sure that we're on time, that you're ready, and when your guest arrives in the conference room, they see your smiling face there. Tip number 5 is to make sure that your conference room is ready for your next meeting. The easiest way and the fastest way to do that is to go in your meeting tools and click on End Meeting. This does 2 things. First of all, of course, it dismisses your current guest from the room if they haven't already closed out. It also clears your chat, your notes, and prepares your conference room for your next meeting. Now a screen will pop up that says that your meeting has ended, and then of course when you close that screen, you as the host remain logged in, ready for your next meeting. Now if you do need to leave the meeting room and come back to meet with the very same client, continuing on the conversation, maybe you're going to take a lunch break or something like that, you can choose to just X out of the meeting room, which then keeps your chat and notes and whiteboard still active, and then when you come back in, all that information is there and ready for you. But we recommend that you use the End Meeting button to make sure that everything's cleared out and ready. The whiteboard and the document center are just a little bit different. You'll have to manually delete anything that you have in the whiteboard that may be confidential or may not be appropriate for your next meeting, as well as make sure you've deleted any files out of the document center that were associated to your previous client or customer. Now, we all know common sense isn't necessarily so common anymore, so we thought we'd give you a little taste of something that maybe isn't appropriate for video conferencing. A little scary, eh? Don't want to go there. Make sure that you are ready. Make sure that you are presentable and that you are giving your company your best face forward.